Since Skyrim belongs to the Nords, it's normally cold, rugged, and unforgiving. But for this list, I wanted to see if I could make it feel bright, colorful, and full of life. I started with Azurite Weathers and its matching Azurite Horizons EMB. It shifts the lighting away from those heavy grays toward a much more vibrant high fantasy palette. This combo focuses on vivid colors, natural contrast, and crisp lighting. I'm using Wonders of Weather, which adds rainbows and splashing rain effects. For water, I went with a mineral teal preset from Water for ENB. And for the flora, I used a mixture of Mari's flowers and cathedral flowers. I recommend looking through them individually to choose your favorites from each. The forest overhaul is a mix of fabled forests for those massive towering trees, and shrubbery symphony to fill in the gaps. Most importantly is the grass mod Folkvanger Summer Tundra. It's a simple change that makes frolicking in the forest a lot more whimsical. To make the settlements feel like actual living communities, I started with Farm Animals & Co. Extended and Farm Geese. In the base game, farms can feel a bit empty and repetitive, but this adds a massive variety of livestock. Over 100 different species and breeds. There's even some you'll come across in the wild or walking on the road. You'll see things like sheep, goats, and different types of cattle filling the empty spaces around mills and stables, which immediately makes the world feel more alive. It also creates a layer of ambient sound and movement that was missing before. I also included Chubbed and Thicken, which replaced the vanilla pigeons and chickens with much rounder and chubbier ones that bring me immense joy. Moving into the forest, there are Nixads and fairies flying through the trees. The Nixads come in 8 different variants, each color-coded to their specific environment. You'll find jade and amber versions blending into the forests of Falkreath and the Rift, while more exotic types like the turquoise and obsidian inhabit the depths of Blackreach and the Morthal swamps, even in harsher spots like the Reach or the Ashfields of Solstheim. I swapped the vanilla horses with the Witcher Horse expansion, which is by far the best horse replacer mod. Here's a direct quote from the mod page. It adds over 50 new horse coat colors, 20 unique horses with special effects and optional EMB light, 21 unique ESO-inspired horses, wild horse herds, and a Zorse. I'm not sure why, but I often see the Zorse chilling with Make the Lyre. I also wanted the water to feel just as populated as the land, so I added swans and frogs along with the ducks that come with the Farm Animals & Co. Extended mod. The skies and coastal areas got an overhaul as well. I've included crows and ravens, but my favorite addition has to be the Chubloons. This Fox Replacer mod was released only within the last month and is my new favorite. It also includes Arctic foxes. The Mythical Giants Replacer gives giants a softer, more high fantasy look, especially when paired with baby mammoths. It's a great combo with the One with Nature mod if you want to be allies. The last animals I want to mention are the summonable Indrik mounts and Ennui the Griffin Fledgling. The Indrik mount spellbooks can be found in a knapsack inside roadside ruins near Falkreath. Ennui is also a summonable companion, whose spellbook can be found with a letter in the Riften Court Mage's Room.
It killed several soldiers before it departed. I've also taken the liberty and prepared a private carriage. Just a homestead outside the walls of Ditlevsen. I suggest you to take a look at the Adriel. It's just east of the west.
Beyond the visuals, I wanted to make some more in-depth changes in Skyrim. I'm using the Why I Came to Skyrim mod for a more grounded and interesting backstory for my character. You can choose between 40 different origin quests. By default, your character starts with a debuff called Unfinished Business. Once you complete the quest, you're given a proportional reward. This also works well with Skyrim Reputation, which tracks your completed quests and ensures the world sees your character for their actions. People react to your kindness or your help, making the choices you make feel much more significant. I wanted to give exploration and magic a little something extra. Strange runes is a must for all of my mod lists. When you cast magic, you'll see all kinds of different glyphs. Skyrim's paraglider is so fun to use for travel and has multiple options. I have a dedicated video to that I'll link in the upper right hand corner if you want a more in-depth look. Any of your favorite follower mods will go with this list, but I do have one recommendation. Sparky is a small fairy companion who can ride on your shoulder and act as a light. They can be taught various spells and can even gather alchemy ingredients for you. Speaking of light, torches, candlelight, and lanterns is a super immersive and beautiful mod. I love that your character can have it on their hip or actually carry it in their hand. To encourage playing at a slower pace, I've included stone stacks, a simple mod that lets you build small cairns in the wilderness. It has a mechanic that rewards you for stopping and simply being present in the environment. Charitable Soul allows you to actually help NPCs in need. You can make donations to the orphanage, give clothes to the poor, use sigil stones instead of soul gems to enchant your gear, and give farmers the things you've harvested.
Do you have any spare food on you? I haven't eaten anything today. Thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
I can't help but include Winter Sun in all of my lists. It adds many shrines throughout Skyrim and allows you to pick a deity based on your race. Pray to them every day to increase your affinity with them and receive special buffs. Finally, as I briefly mentioned earlier, I like to use One with Nature. It's a vital mod for this list because it lets you configure animal aggression. Instead of being forced into a fight every time you see a wolf or a bear, you can choose to be a friend to the wild. It's very customizable as it allows you to choose which animals you'd like to change or leave vanilla. It allows the massive variety of animals we've added to exist as part of a vibrant ecosystem rather than just another set of enemies to defeat. I've selected 4 of my favorite homes that match the spirit of this list. First is Vanfald Cottage. If you prefer the sound of running water, Vanfald Cottage is located right next to a waterfall in Riverwood, featuring its own greenhouse, an outdoor smithing area, and even a small treehouse on the property. It feels lived in and cozy, while also adding a lot of charm to Riverwood. Dragon Tree Temple is an old favorite of mine that still holds up really well. It's built into a massive tree near Sarethi Farm, and it features an incredible mix of indoor and outdoor living spaces. Between the upper walkways, the lush botanical gardens, and the soft inner sanctuary lighting, it feels like something straight out of a fantasy book. Moonlight Cottage is located just west of Windhelm. Despite the cold region, the home itself is remarkably warm and inviting, especially if you toggle the indoor fires on. It sits right against a waterfall and offers plenty of room for a family. It's a great example of how a home can feel bright and cozy even in the harshest parts of Skyrim. To purchase the home, speak to the innkeeper at Candlehearth Hall. I saved the best for last. Thank you to everyone who has watched this far. This is Sindora's Hidden Hearth. This home is nestled directly into an ancient tree trunk near Cradle Crush Rock. It's incredibly dense with detail, featuring a greenhouse, a hot tub, stables, a guest house, and a dynamic treasury. There's also a follower room and a kids' room inside. If you're interested in downloading my character's outfit, it's the girl's traveling outfit, and it'll be included in my list of mods in the description. Let me know in the comments which mod was your favorite.